I got up late. Holy crap, it's 6 o'clock, people. I was up late last night. Well, I was having a hard time sleeping because it was drier than frig, and it's cold as hell out right now. And because when it gets cold, the other room is like really comfortable to sleep in. I just didn't want to wake up today, pretty much. I had a hell of a time getting out of bed. It's currently minus 17. That's it? Minus 17 ain't bad. Thought it was going to go down to minus 35 or some shit. What the frig's really going on here? Feels like minus 22. That's it? What the fuck happened to the cold weather? Anyway. It was supposed to be colder than this, but it's not. I got up late. I got up at 5:30. I still haven't had a coffee today. I should probably go make one. Just been watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia and seeing what's going on Facebook, and I want to get some cleaning done in the house today, which is kind of a pain in the ass out here because, like, without the light, it's hard to see what you're vacuuming. So I'm probably going to have to turn on the light in the bedroom and in the computer room and open the doors so that I can see the carpet as I'm passing the vacuum over it. But we're going to get the house cleaned up. I did a bunch more laundry last night. Did my dishes. So that's a bonus. And that was all before, all while waiting for the previous vlog to render. I just really need a coffee. I'd made one a while ago, but fuck, I woke up and I just felt like bunk. So yeah, that's my battle plan for today, is just get the house in a little bit better shape, cleansely wise, vacuum and clean and get dishes done. And yeah, probably give the dog a bath and go from there. But I just got word from my buddy that he got my tickets for Smash Wrestling in March, so that's awesome. Best part about that is I don't have to go far for it. It's just down the road at the high school. Oh, gross. But yeah, so we're gonna go to wrestling, so that'll be exciting. I don't know what the hell she's stalking. Let there be light. What are you doing? You going for a poop? Okay, bye-bye. But yeah, I'm just waiting for this thing here to pee out a coffee so I can drive it in my face and go from there, because sweet Jesus, Murphy boys, fucking tired. I can't shake the groggy this evening. Can't shake them. Alrighty, well, pretty much today I've been screwing the pooch because, I don't know, I'm feeling lazy. Because it's already nighttime, but I got to get this vacuuming done because I got more dog fur on the ground than I do carpet, and I also got to take a poop. So I'm gonna go for a poop, and then we're gonna get vacuuming. Yeah, boy. Oh, isn't that precious? Look at the way he sleeps. It's so cute. Oh, you're so adorable. You look like a little cinnamon bun on the back of the couch, and you're trying to sleep, and I'm about to be a dick and fire up the vacuum. I feel bad for you. So, might as well get shit off the floor. Oh, the dirty old Acer 8. Okay, so there's the old Acer. Oh, that's where the other Acer went, over there. Okay, alright. Yeah, I got the old compact here. This was my aunt's computer, but it's fucked. It came with Windows XP. This one came with Windows Vista. That one there came with Windows 7. That's the one that I stole the CD key off of for the computer upstairs, but having problems getting that one to work. Reason being is the hard drive is formatted GPT, and I need it to be MBR for Windows 7, but I'm worried about converting it to MBR and Windows 10 not booting up. I kind of like Windows 10, which is a weird thing to say, but at the same time I don't, because I can't game on it. And when you have specs of like 16 gigs of RAM, 4 gig friggin' ATI 380 video card, you know, the specs are pretty decent on the rig. Intel i7 6700. And you can't play a game for 5 minutes without the son of a bitch locking up tight. So, when you got specs like that and they just don't, it kind of pisses you off. Like, so I was thinking Windows 7 would solve the problem, because that's exactly what Don2323 did. He went from Windows 10 to Windows 8.1, which is what his rig came with, and he's able to play all of his games without any problems. Because last night I thought, okay, maybe the video card's overheating. That was my thought. So I fired up Unreal Tournament and I turned the video card monitoring thing on. just to see what it was getting for thermals. Well, the card hit 62 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, and it should be able to operate in that temperature. The fan wasn't even, it was running at like 60%, so it wasn't going balls to the wall, so it's not a thermal issue, but the computer's still locked up. So, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the problem is. And Grand Theft Auto does the same thing, but it runs fine on the old 2600, the second generation i7 2600 with the NVIDIA card. Now, a lot of you were saying, well, why don't you just rip the 380 out of that computer and the NVIDIA card out of the 8300 and do a floppy flop? Put the NVIDIA in the new rig and the ATI in the old rig. Well, the problem with that is the old rig doesn't, the card wouldn't fit. It's too long of a card. And the new rig, well, I could easily take it because it's a big case. And I don't want to go and buy a new case and do a hardware transplant of the Dell just so I can play flippy floppy of the video cards. So what I'm thinking about doing is reverting the PS4 back to a hard drive, because honestly, who fucking cares if it takes a little longer to load? It's a game console. And taking that SSD out, formatting it, slapping it in the new rig, formatting that one there to be MBR, installing Windows 7 on it and dual booting. That way there, if I want to game on it or do anything on it, I can do it through Windows 7. Now, there was that article released by CNET recently that Windows 7 or Windows 10 will support new processor architecture, and that's it. So Windows 8.1, 8, and 7, and XP, and all so on and so forth below Windows 10 will not support new processor controllers. Or new processors, I should say. So that's kind of rude. It's like Microsoft's forcing people to go to Windows 10, but Windows 10 still has a boatload of problems. It's like, go fuck yourself, Microsoft. Fix your fucking issues before you do this. Like, you know, that'd be like gas stations saying, you know, we're no longer selling fuel for old carburetor, even though that's impossible, but let's just pretend it's possible. Like, fuel for old carburetor cars that are reliable as fuck because it's all mechanical, not computer controlled, and you're required to have a car with more sensors than engine in order to go. But these cars with sensors and engines have more recalls because the computer fails, divides by 0, and sends your car cartwheeling down the highway. But you're required to have that car if you want to drive. You can't have the older car that's reliable and works, you know? It's the rudest thing I've ever seen a company do, and Microsoft, you need to fix your fucking shit. Well, I had my first light bulb blow out. As you notice, the red light's not on, so I put an LED bulb in there, and well, that's not too freaking bad. Now you can really see all the dog hair on the steps, so I've already plugged in and unraveled the cable for the vacuum, so let's get this thing going, and we'll fucking vacuum up some stairs. Alrighty, the stairs are done. They're not easy to do because of their awkwardness, but at least it's not a half a dog up here anymore. Nice. I'm just gonna get all the Oreo's toys off the carpet. And we'll get this all blasted. Alrighty, we're golden. I did it in here. I did it in here. Did it upstairs in the bedroom. Oh, fuck. I vacuumed and swept the floor. And I also did the entranceway. So we're golden. So that's awesome. My only real dilemma with having this light being so bright up here is I'm going to want to get a curtain for that window. Because, yeah, I have this bad tendency of having a shower and then just walking up the stairs with nothing but a towel, and sometimes it's not even wrapped around me, and I totally missed a big chunk of Oreo. Son of a bitch. Problem with fluffy puppies. They fart fur everywhere. But, should have heard it just giving her on the stairs. Just crackling, eh? All the dirt and stuff, because he likes to sleep up here in the pie shapes, and you know, he starts moving around and stuff, fur gets stuck to the carpet, he gets up, there's a clump of fur on the ground. Like, see what he's doing right there? This wrestling move? That's going to lead to fur coming off and going into the carpet, which is already some right there. So, owning a Pomeranian, it's a never-endless job. But, yeah, so, oh, fuck, my dart fell over. Did it crack my phone? Nope. Scratched it, though. Son of a bitch. Well, I've just been sitting here catching up on my YouTube subscriptions. I ordered a pizza because I got nothing thought out to cook tonight, so I said, frig it. I'll just order a pizza and we'll eat that. I'm having a problem breathing right now. I vacuum kicked up a lot of dust. And my allergies are going fucking shit. But I got nothing thought out to cook, so I figured, frig it, we'll order a pizza. So I got that on the way. And I was catching up my subscriptions, which I've already said 72 times. I'm sorry about that, but I repeat myself. Anyway, just finished watching Reckham's video called More Dodge Days and Reminiscing of Old Times. And it reminded me of how I started, or why I started on YouTube. See, back in 2009, 8, 2000, anyway, my ex worked at Future Shop. And back then, they used to have people who bring items back, and some of the lazy people at customer service would never check the box to see if all the shit was in there. And one of them was this old Samsung camera, and the guy forgot to include the power supply, so you couldn't charge it. Well, they thought you couldn't charge it, and it basically they didn't know what to do with it, so they pennied it out. And what they do with that is people who work there can buy the item for a penny. They got a full refund on it anyway from Samsung, or they got a partial or whatever anyway. So she texted me and said, hey, would you want this camera? You're going to have to buy an adapter for it off of eBay, but do you want it? And I was like, how much? And she said, 1 penny. I said, fuck yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. Because at that time I was watching, Bloke and Rickham and Dave and Pug and all them. And I really wanted a video camera. And all I had at the time for a camera was the one on my cell phone, which was an old BlackBerry Curve 8330. Yeah. And it shot like 320 by 240 potato mode. Probably a little bit worse than this, but not quite. So I said, frig it, yeah, I want the camera. So she ended up picking it up for me, and I discovered that you don't need a power adapter to charge it. The son of a bitch charges through a USB port. So you plug it into the USB and she charges the battery. And the first video I ever made was Oreo and the hose. That's when we're outside and we're squirting the hose around and Oreo was chasing it, just loving it. And then later on that year, I got into watching them guys more, thinking, what can I do a YouTube channel on? And then all of a sudden I just started making videos about whatever I was doing in the day. Kind of like what I'm doing now, but not as structured. Well, then again, this is probably not that structured either, but, it was more or less like I would come up with an idea and be like, hey, let's make a series on that. Like, hey, let's make a clamp for the car to hold the camera, and we'll do a driving down the street video and put it up. I didn't know what to really do. But then watching Rickham's older videos before, like not the farm stuff, but when he was living at that house, he would just do a video of guys hanging out and just talking shit and stuff and just having a good time. Or, if there was something going on in the neighborhood, he would film it and put it up on YouTube and stuff like that. And I got into doing that. And it was a blast. And watching this video reminded me of why I started YouTube. And it was basically because I saw these guys with cameras producing content and having the best time ever, laughing and having a good time making it. And I was like, you know what? That looks like a lot of fun. That and my ex used to bitch at me all the time, telling me I needed a hobby because all I did was drink and play World of Warcraft. So I picked up a camera one day. That began the Skaven days, if you will, where the videos were about 5 to 6 minutes long and uploads whenever the frig I wanted to, and it did pretty good. People were liking it and people were subscribing, and I was building that channel up. But then I decided one day that, I want to produce something more of a show. And that's when I contacted you guys and said, hey, what would be a good name for a channel? I want to vlog. And I can't remember who it was. For all I know, it could have been 88 Music Rocks who mentioned the name. Said, why don't you call yourself a Vloggin' Life? And I was like, holy fuck yeah, because I'm going to be vlogging my life. That's like the best name possible. Vloggin' Life. I'm going to go with it. So I made the channel. Sure enough, the name was available, so I got it. And rolled with it. And then actually, what date are we today? We are the 6th, we are the 18th. I believe if I go over here, go to, can you sort by old to new? No, you can't. You can only go newest to old. If I go, 1 second here. Right there's my first vlog ever. Vloggin' Life, day 1. Vlogging hard on TGIF. January 22nd. Filmed on the 21st. January 22nd, 2011. Do you guys realize this year, January 22nd, marks 5 years of continuous vlogging? That's pretty awesome. It was published on January 20... Well, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it was only a 9-minute vlog, and it was like before that I was doing stupid things like talking about like I was doing green screen vlogs, and people really didn't go for those. Like they didn't really get the views. And then I started doing like this one here was a real vlog, and it got 698. And all of a sudden, my first vlog, when I started doing reality again, that got boosted. Like you can just tell by the likes and the comments. People didn't care for this style with the green screen. So that's when I realized, okay, I'm onto something here with this vlog, and maybe I'll roll with that. So January 22nd, 2011 was the first day I ever vlogged, and I haven't quit since then. There have been times, obviously, when I went to Mexico, we didn't have any video uploads because there was no internet in Mexico. Well, there was internet in Mexico, but it was like, you could never put a video up, right? Same when I went to the Dominican, but when we went to the Dominican, I had a bunch of videos going up live because I did a bunch of pre-vlogs. And then when we came back, I uploaded all the Dominican shit and then went from there. But yeah, like that's how I did it, and it was a good time. Like even when I would go down and visit Bloke and the guys, I wasn't uploading while I was down there. I was just gathering the footage and then editing when I came back and uploaded them. And that's probably what's going to happen this time around. Like the next time I go down south to visit Crazy British Bloke and Wreckham, chances are there won't be any uploads while I'm there. But when I come back, there'll be uploads again because I got to basically do my work from my house. I got to use my computer to edit. I can probably upload at Bloke's. It won't be as quick as uploading here. Like I'm able to fucking fire a vlog up here in a matter of minutes, where at Bloke's it might take a little longer, and I'd be using my laptop to edit, which isn't exactly a slouch. Well, it is compared to this new rig, but it's not really a slouch compared to the XPS 9000. But I don't know, it just, the reminiscing was great. It fucking really brought back memories of why I started vlogging. And I think I need to do that more often, is basically go back and watch old videos to remind myself when I start getting discouraged about the vlogging, to go back and remember why I started this and why it's a hobby and not a job. Because making videos is fun. Despite what people say, making videos is fun. You know, a lot of people tell me I should quit and stuff, and I'm not about to quit. I enjoy this too much. It's a great hobby, you know? And like these videos are up there, and it shows a bunch of things in my life that happened over the years, like, you know, Mexico, Dominican, liberating myself from a girl who tried to control me, who was mad because I didn't have a hobby, then I got a hobby, and she was mad because I wouldn't quit my hobby. You know, all this stuff. It's up there. It's like memories that if I forget them, I can go rewatch them and be like, oh yeah, I remember that happening. Like, this is what's weird is beer sickles and other updates. This was when Adrian and I did a live show in the garage, and I forgot the case of beer in there, and she froze. They didn't blow, but they froze. And we went, I brought the beers, the 4 left that were out in the garage, in the house, sat them in the sink to thaw out, and then I drank one on camera and went, yep, that's gross, and I ended up drinking the other 3 too, because I don't like wasting shit. YouTube derp moments and the green screen effect, and yeah, I don't know, like these were pretty dicked. These ones here were pretty dicked, so it was a good time in my life. Holy fucking white balance. Thanks for coming out. It was a good time in my life. I really appreciated it, and I'm glad that all the videos are up there. And I'm thinking about doing playlists of year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, where there'd be about, I don't know how many items you can fit in a playlist, but there'd be about 360 videos a playlist. But I've been thinking about doing that, and that way there, if people want to go watch the older years, they can just click and go watch them. I think that'd be a good idea. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully that pizza's here soon. I'm getting hungry. Pizza is here. Oh yeah. Fucking bacon, ground beef, and green olives. My second favorite. Anyway, guys, I've just been sitting here eating pizza, and I've actually decided to go ahead and make all the playlists. So we got 5 new playlists on the channel, Vlogging Life year 1 through 5. So if anybody wants to go and watch some of the older stuff, it's a little easier to find now. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get it on my channel, and I think the dog has to go outside. Oh, we'll take Oreo outside because he's been chirping and burping and he's making a bunch of ruckus and he's already got his toys all over the carpet. Friggin' puppy. But yeah, so I went ahead and made the playlists, and they're pretty well all in order from oldest to newest. So that way there you just fire it up, click on the playlist and let it roll through and have about a millennium's worth of friggin' videos to watch. So that's pretty awesome. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it was a lot of work to do. And then I realized as I was doing it that it's not, because YouTube really changed a lot of things over the years. They've added some new algorithms into it that make it a lot easier. Go poop! Go poop, Oreo! Speaking of which, I'm going to give him some food. He's probably out of num-nums. And then I think we're going to play some Grand Theft Auto tonight with the boys. But yeah, like YouTube makes it really easy to add items to a playlist, because you can just select the videos you want, then you click add to, and then you click on the playlist, and fuck, she's done. So that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was cute. Oreo was trying to get food. Scampers wanted to jump up there, but Oreo was in the way. So she ended up just slamming into the dog. And Oreo had snow in his face, and he mashed her with it, and she gone. Where'd she go? She gone. What'd you do with kitten wetting? Where's Campers? You do kitten wetting. You like your fox? You love your fox. So yeah, I went ahead and built a playlist, frig it. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys decide you want to watch the older videos, it's a lot easier to do so now. But I'm going to call her quits for today. No idea what we're going to do tomorrow. Haven't thought that far ahead. Just going to give her, probably going to clean up this room a little bit. Who knows? But anyway, people, on that note, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment as always. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.